Okay, so we left it the weekend. It's all set up very nice, isn't it?
I am really impressed with that. So it is time now to flip it back over and do the top side.
Yeah. So what I've also done, I made a stainless like backing plate for the bow eye with like another little eye on it, which that's going to be on the inside. Then we can tie to it then, can't we? So. So before we flip it over, what we're going to do is actually bag it. So we're going to put a big bag over it, then it can go on the trailer then, can't it? Then it can be all completely protected. So she's definitely got that new boat look now, hasn't she? Big wrapper on her. Alright, so now what we need to do is give her a quick spin. Oh, on you then.
We didn't scratch it, we didn't drop it, we didn't break it. That was a success.
So what feels like day 85 on the sanding hit a bit of a lull, and you're like, ah. But we're so close, aren't we, Jem? She nods with the mask on.
Yay!
Yay! Getting close, just doing a few little bits of filler. I think we're going massively over the top because of the sort of paint that we're using, but because we've never used the paint before, we don't quite know how much it's going to show. So, may as well get it pretty straight on you. Maybe a bit premature to be cleaner?
No, it's all wiped down now, ready for paint. So it's time to paint your boat. So for the inside of our boat, we are going to go white, but I don't just want sort of a smooth white. We're going to go for the Raptor Classic textured finish. So in this kit, it's already white. It's not the tintable version, it's the white. So it's going to be as simple as taking a bottle, taking some hardener, giving it a shake, and whacking it with, and spraying it with the Schutz gun. So this suit, it's not really to protect your clothing.
Right.
It's more to stop you putting dust in my boat as you're painting.
Okay, so it's to protect the boat, okay.
But they are highly recommended to be worn when painting.
Shaking my whole head. Like a cocktail person.
What are you laughing at?
I was trying to get a sample from an elephant. How could you do it in a non-like thing? Oh, there you go. 2 at once now.
And my boobs wiggling now.
So
Hi the air pressure up a bit.
Yeah, well, let's try distance away. And then... Now let's send it up.
What air pressure was that?
60.
So that is at 60 psi.
Okay, so all the white's dry now. Now we need to start thinking about tackling the top side now, don't we? So what we need to do is completely mask out the cabin so then we can paint this so we don't get any overspray inside the cabin. So the original windows were bolted in. I quite like the bolted in part. I know it's for a big wave or something like that. You know, they're pretty attached, don't you? I think what we're going to do now is actually bond them in, because we're going to be tinting the glass. And then, so we're going to basically glue them onto the side. So we've done a very, very quick sort of last minute update. We've basically filled all of the original bolt holes. Don't have to be perfect. I mean, just sort of we mainly filled it for the inside sake. So now we're just going to give them all a quick sand, and then we can paint. And then when the glass goes on, it's going to have like a border around the glass on the inside, and then it should all look nice and shiny and black, and can make the windows look a bit bigger as well, because not a massive fan of these sort of like 70s curves, but we can sort of change the shape of them, can't we? Anyway, right, I'm just going to sand these off so then we can get the paint on. So what Gemma's doing in there, apart from a Darth Vader impression, you know, is she's masking out, so then we're going to paint the floor inside the cabin. Let that go off, and then we're going to close the door up so we can't get any overspray in there, if that makes sense. So, how are you going to paint the floor? She's going to do it like that, apparently.
With a roller.
Is that like wax on, wax off? Yeah, she's going to do it with the Raptor roller. So we can see how that comes out, can't we?
So I'm getting ready to paint the floor in the cabin. And because it's a floor and it's a boat and it potentially could be slippy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Raptor traction into it, which is like it's a slip resistant additive. So we'll give that a try, but also we're not spraying the Raptor on the floor because obviously it's nice and white inside. I don't want loads of overspray. So Raptor do these rollers. Looks a bit like a fish tank filter. So I'm going to give that a go. And it's not going to be white. It's a bit like Spider-Man.
Spider-Woman.
Don't knock the lights, Gem.
Right, so Gemma's on the second coat now, on the sole of the cabin.
Oh, this is going to cause it.
Oh, well. He's got sparkly socks on.
It matches me floor. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
I'm Darth Vader.
One bit of painting done.
What? What?
Onto the outside.
Hope they're not lip reading.
I am totally floored. This boat's just killing me. But I have masked over the floor because we're going to do something special. Hopefully. So I don't want any overspray on it as we're about to paint the rest of the boat. So all that's left to do now is give it a panel wipe and a tack cloth, and then we can get it in paint. You excited?
So we're doing a mosaic floor.
I was going to do a glass bottom boat. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh.
We're going to see where the fish are. Why didn't we think of that? Oh, can we change it?
I can see got a hole in it.
Like a little vision hatch?
No, but genuinely, why didn't we think of putting like a... We could have done that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Never mind. Next time, next time, next time.
Not next time we restore this boat.
Yeah, just like... In
Right.
20 years' time, we'll do that.
Okay. Right then, panel wiping.
Smooth. So we're just doing the tack cloth stage.
Clean as a whistle. Look at that.
Ooh. Why whistle so clean?
They're not. They're probably full of bacteria and everything, aren't they?
So she's got more filler than don't know, Pamela Anderson. She got lots of filler.
Casey Price.
She's more filler than Katie Price. She's about as orange as Katie Price as well at the moment.
And about as old.
And about as old. I think she's my age. I don't know. This boat's older than me. Someone's older than me. Right, so yeah. So we've got filler here, filler everywhere. But it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out basically, because we're doing like a slightly different process this time. This time, well, we're going to style it like we did on the bottom. So we're going to be using our normal spray gun. So we're going to try and put like a smooth coat down until we completely lose the orange, so it's all one colour. And then we're going to use the Schutz gun and then get some texture. So obviously we've never done this before, so if you're watching this thinking like this is a how-to, basically you might be able to learn from us. So if this goes well, learn from us. If it doesn't, learn by our mistakes. So she's nice and smooth. There's a few little areas here and there. If we were going gloss, then we'd have to like proper sort them out, but it should come out okay. Should come out right. If not, we'll have to put some very strategically placed stickers, won't we, Jem?
So I'm so excited that we have finally finished sanding. That feels like I've been sanding for weeks, but it is paint your boat time, isn't it? Woo! And we should have a good boat soon.
Right, so that's cured now for the correct amount of time. Don't want to touch it though. Right, so we're now going to shoot the texture on. And we're going to use the what?
Schutz gun.
Schutz gun. I used to always say Schultz, but it's actually Schutz, I think. I don't know, who knows?
We're getting a bit tight on quantities
of
like everything.
But we haven't properly done the texture. We did the texture last night on the inside, but we just basically shot it on and make it whiter. So this is what is everybody's going to see now. So no pressure on me then, is there?
Do you want me to do it?
No, I feel like I should take the glory, to be honest with you.
But I always paint the boat.
Listen, actually, my arm is actually aching. That took, I don't know, an hour and a half to put on there. Yeah. Holding the gun out in front of you.
Right.
But, so yeah.
Texture
Fingers
time.
crossed. Fingers crossed for us.
Yeah. We're not professional painters whatsoever, and it is not perfect what we've done. No. There's a few little, little areas where we've not, well, someone's knocked it when we've been working and stuff.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a DIY job, not a professional job. So.
Right, so, yeah.
Right, get back to mixing.
Schutz gun it is.
My arms hurt. Trying to do it.
Wanted, one shaker. Next time I do it, I'll put an ad in the local paper. Wanted, one shaker, next Tuesday. Must be good at shaking. I've done spray jobs like this before, but I wasn't meant to, it was meant to be smooth.
So we're worried about the airline rubbing on the boat. You just stop walking a minute. So we're just gonna try and cable tie it up to the rafter so it's not banging against the boat.
I don't want to like knock dust off. I'm stuck. Right, so we've got some left in the pots. We cannot let any Raptor go to waste, can we? So,
My turn.
Gemma's turn. It doesn't matter because it's the back. No one will ever see it. Right, I'll fix that in the morning. What did you think?
It's quite fun, isn't it?
Should we paint your car?
Do your van.
Should we do the van?
So the most important thing about Raptor is take the mask off as soon as you've finished. So, time to demask the boat. Hopefully the inside's not full of overspray. Cool, so we just did an Instagram live
with all the fishing lot, just to basically show them the finished article. So yeah, if you want like more recent, oh, is that the right word?
Up to date.
Yeah, if you want to be up to date, try and follow us on Instagram, because this one here is always putting like always doing lives and stuff like that. So, but no, she looks really good. Right, so we're gonna do something fun on the sole of the boat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna base it with red, and then we're gonna put some fine lining tape on it. Obviously, when the red's cure, and then we're gonna go over it with the dark grey, which we used on the hull. So then, when we peel the tape off, it should leave like red lines and make it look like it's sort of like a deck, but with red compound between it. What do you think? Can't look that bad, can it? So we need to like spruce the boat up a bit, then we get a bit of colour in it. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, well, that look good from the air. Obviously, you'll only see like little lines of it, but.
Yeah, I'm glad we work ahead.
Gemma's just talking to me now. I'm talking to the camera.
Sorry.
What we're going to do now is we're going to completely sheet it over, and we're going to whack a heater in there, try and cook it, then hopefully last job today, then we'll give it another coat of red, and then we'll leave that a while, then we'll put the dark grey over the top then.
So there we go, it's all masked up. All the tape lines are done, and now we need to do the final bit of painting on the boat. Say final, we've still got a door to paint and that door to make, but we're getting there. So yeah, so we're going to go for the dark grey colour, the same colour as the hull, with a textured grit, with the Raptor traction in it to make the deck non-slip.
Do you reckon it's going to look good or what?
I quite like the red, just as it
We
is.
should have left the red and done like dark lines or something, but so this is going to flip round now, so it's going to be like dark, but then when we peel the tape it's going to be red.
Let me just put my mask on.
Right, so it's a waiting game now until we can peel the tape, but she actually looks quite good, just like painted sparkly grey, doesn't it? Yeah. But what we've noticed is our very good fine line tape. I'm not sure if you can see down there, it's starting to lift.
It's like curled up.
It's kind of shrivelling. And there's a tiny bit there, you guys probably won't be able to see that, and a bit over there, just by that hole. So hopefully the paint's already sort of like stuck to the red before it started to shrivel, so it's quite weird how it's reacting though, isn't it?
Right, this is going to be fun, trying to get all the masking tape off and the lines without going in there and touching the floor.
and start pulling.
So I don't know where to start.
No, I'm just going. Yeah, let's work as a...
Oh. Ah.
Very true one. Okay, straight into there. This looks nice, Joe.
It is, but it's weird how that fine line tape reacted. It's like dead soft, isn't it?
Yeah. Come on, you need to give us a thumbs up for that, don't you? That is awesome. A few very, very tiny little bleed areas. I'm trying to find one. There's a tiny bit there. So you can see a few tiny bits. But get a bit of dirt on that, it'd be like absolutely perfect. I'm well impressed. Really impressed. What do you think?
I can't wait to touch it.
put your hands in it. Do a wet concrete.
Yeah.
Did you write your name on it for it?
I'm so happy that we actually went red.
Well, actually, it took 4 hours to put the tape down.
Did it?
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah, but look how good it is.
That's good.
It's better than just one colour, because we were just originally going to do it dark grey, but I was like, it's a bit too much grey. It needs just a little bit of colour.
Yeah. And another good thing, these are like drainage runs. So all the water goes to the back, doesn't it? So, all good.
So I think now that that's done,
Okay.
should we take the rest of the mask on and see the boat completely painted for the first time?
No reason why not, is there?
And then we've got our trim that goes around there. Has just been delivered, so we can get that fitted on as well. Yay!
Is this where all the paint falls off?
It's a bit dirty down there, dear.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to clean your boat.
It is a bit dirty, isn't it?
Yeah. Where are you taking me gorgeous cushions?
Well, I've got another job. Got the sewing to do for the cushions for the, is it your tender? Your fishing boat?
Fishing boat
Fishing
for
boat.
now. Possibly tender. So, Janice has kindly volunteered to sort the cushions out for in the cabin. So, in a couple of weeks, or you know, no pressure, but when she's finished, that'll tie the whole boat together. So Nigel's here with the windscreen. We've done something clever with this windscreen where we can actually use it as a rod holder as well. So should we go and see what it looks like?
What does it look like down there?
Wow, Nige, that looks awesome.
Look.
Oh, you've got fishing rods!
So, show me where you put your rods and your nets.
Oh, do you want the
Right,
net?
we'll have the net on.
Put one, yeah.
Proper
Yeah.
fishing boat now. Look at
Check
that.
that out.
It looks like it reflects like you've got them like a bugger underneath.
Oh, yeah, I was going to put like a...
So if you want to see how this windscreen was made, go and visit Nigel's channel, Bleeding Rust. The full video is on there now. So here's what the boat looked like at the very beginning, and here's what it looks like now. We've still got a lot more work to do to this boat, so subscribe to follow along to see the final result. And if this is your first time watching, there's also part 1 and part 2 available on our channel. Thank you all for watching. See you all soon.